Thought I'd start off with a barn tour over at my place, barn and farm tour. Up here in the hayloft, this was my grandparents' farm. It's been in our family, it might be 100 years this year. I'll have to actually go check. But it's not a bank barn like my dad's. It's a regular barn. Hayloft. It's actually got stairs up in here, which is nicer than a ladder. We don't put any hay up there. Hydraulic 3-point hitch log splitter runs off a tractor. The old milk parlor here is actually a chicken coop now. Put the chickens in it. Still has the McCormick Deering pump is in here. Still spins even. It was actually longer than this. That was an office that my grandpa had over there. And the milk parlor would have went all the way in there. Light's not too good. But you can see the stuff is still in here too. Head out into here. We have loader tractor, IH Hydro 84. Just bought it this year. Got a spear for it also. Cat sleeping on it. It's a good tractor. The hydro works good, holds good. I just hope it doesn't have any issues. Paid a fair price, I'd say, for it overall. So, and I've changed some things on to do some small repairs. It could use rear tires and one front tire. The rear tires have a lot of tread, but they're cracking pretty good. Everything works on it, lights work. Didn't have a key switch when I bought it, so I put that in it, but it runs well. Yeah, over here we actually have animals. Rooster. There's a Ford grader blade. There's goats out in the barnyard today. Our barnyard is surrounded by fence on all sides, so they can't get to the road if you just let them out here for a little extra pasture room for the goats. That's really kind of a homemade grain cart. Never used it. I got it on trade for some corn last year. Just got an auger with a direct drive to the PTO and a small chute out the back. I'm not sure if I'll use it or not. Don't know what I'll do with it. 300-ish bushel gravity wagon. Doesn't really get used either. Too far to go for a wagon. Old manure spreader we do use on our chickens. 96 or 97 F-250, an old fire truck, about 70,000 miles. It's pretty much toast on the underneath side. You can feel tall grass on the farm going underneath your feet when you drive it. I've put some work into it, just don't really use it for anything. I don't know how long it'll sit here either. Little lifting pole. My dad actually made that. And just bale forks. Old sprayer, still works. I actually started spraying with that behind a Farmall M. And it still works. And then there's a New Idea snowblower. Use that sparingly. I think we've used that New Idea snowblower probably 3 times in 12 years. Just doesn't snow enough for something like that anymore. It's a nice barn. I just need to paint this here, but it's got metal on it. And come in the machine shed here. It was built, I believe, in the early 80s. And there's my cow, Calliope. She was a bottle calf, Santa Gertrudis. Sadly, I don't usually have this open. They can't get in here, but since I'm videoing, I had the door open. So there's to be some light. There's no lights, no electricity in this building. It's just storage only. 11 knife, side dress bar, ground drive. Local co-op was getting out of the side dress renting business, and offered these for sale for a good price. It's got some pretty new coulters on it that aren't all rusted up. Ground drive pump. I usually do 28 with thiosulfate in it, but I might start adding some micros in with that at side dress time. Also, some better newer ones there. Good semi tires on it. Frame's a little rusty, typical with that one. I got it winterized and 1,000 gallon or so. And there's the side of my corn planter. It's a kind of a highly modified John Deere 7000. Osherman Great Plains front coulters. I got a Dawn, trash wheels on it, T-handle closings, heavy-duty down pressure springs from Shoop. Got the extra 3 bushel boxes, precision planting meters, and then Shoop/Kinsey bean meters for it. Come on, Glappy. Thank you. It's got a different tongue on it. It's got this tongue on it instead of other one. But I think it's a squeeze pump. Put on 18 gallons an acre of 28 mixed with thiosulfate. I love this planter. I know it's not the most modern thing, but it's got good updates. It'll no-till into rye or whatever y'all want to. I plant both corn and beans. I had another 7000 before this one. This one's got a really good clutch on it. It's accurate still. Plants what you set it at. It was still well taken care of. It was taken care of pretty well. And other than being dusty, I wash it off after I'm done and grease it up and spray stuff on it to keep it from rusting. The middle tank is broken. It started leaking on me this year, the old fiberglass tank, so that one does need replaced. But everything else works on it. It's got, said T-handles on the back. It does a good job. We can go to the tractors here. Minneapolis Moline M5 LP. It's my wife's tractor. It was her dad's tractor, and she bought it off of him. Just got it back running good. It runs great. Does need quite a bit of work, but I haven't really found a use for it other than, hey, it's just a part of the family, so it needs to stay. Don't really use it for anything. 1963 John Deere 3010 gas. This was my grandpa's tractor. I think that M5 is a 59 or 6. I think it's a 60 model. I think it's the serial number. It said 3010s. Currently just had a couple small things to work on up in there. Nothing big. Runs, drives great. It's my son's favorite tractor. Came from Knox Implement originally. My grandpa bought it when it was a few years old. I don't think he got it there. But we'll get hay bales, feed the cows sometimes with it. Most all of our tractors, except for really the 2 internationals, are all tractors from the family that farmed over the years. And so the bad thing is they don't really have a job anymore. Even on a small farm like ours, kind of moved on from them. Maybe if we do our own hay, we'll have more work for them, but they just don't get the use that they need to be. And we don't go to enough shows to make them show queens, but they're here and they're kept in shape and run and drive and are taken care of. 4-wheeler, Polaris 4-wheeler, and then tender tank also has a Briggs engine on it. When they selling those, they were offering these for sale, so can't really pass it up. I've used better ones that they had, but for the price of this one, can't go wrong. Gretchen and Ivy are coming out here. There's different seeds over the last few years. I plant Wyckoff's corn. I did plant some Beck's corn this year, and I plant Beck's beans. I'll be all Wyckoff's corn next year with Beck's beans. I don't mind Beck's beans. I think they're decent. I like the Wyckoff's corn a lot. But those are 2 brands I plant. Fencing supplies. When we come in, this side over here, we get these pallets down and put our seed on it and April or so and store it out here. Don't really have the spot to store it anywhere else. But that's just a quick tour of this farm. Thanks for watching.